Welcome and come in, come in, come in. Oh, join the celebration of joy and happiness and healing in your life. All that vitality and freshness and exuberance and energy is all being served up here. We call it the sky high pie. And in that pie is all of the marvelous, magnificent, wondrous ingredients that are there to sustain and solidify and fill you with power and energy. And you can be lifted up now to the sky to receive all those wonderful things that are in that pie, and you can have your fill, and you will be full of every good thing, and that will last forever in your life. It is so powerful. It's like a great mountain is stretched out before us with every possible good thing in this universe is all piled up there higher than the sky on that mountain. Everything you could ever ask for, everything you could ever want, every desire of your heart, every longing that you have, every need to break addiction, everything that you would ever wish for is all piled up high on that mountain, reaching clear up above the clouds. Oh, and it's all stretched out there before you, and we're serving it up, and you're able to receive that now and gain that mighty joy, which will mean everything to you, will give you every vitality, will reverse any aging effects, will reverse any scars from any other problems that you've had, or breakups, or any kind of a thing that has caused you problems, or any kind of worries that you have about the future. It is powerful enough to erase all of those. It is powerful enough to lift up the now and let you live right now in a mighty, exuberant spirit full of every good thing. And oh, you can know that right now contains all infinite joy. Right now contains all of infinite mind. Right now contains all omnipotence and omnipresence of God. Right now we need to lift up our awareness to that. We need to stretch our awareness higher to realize just how powerful God is. Just realize how much healing power He actually has. And as we raise our consciousness to understand that, we will enlarge our heart to receive it. And so I'm sending out this great love right now to all this world, a great love and joy and peace to everyone in this whole world, that you might receive all of this in right now, all of this joy and peace and happiness, which will reach you at tip top, fill you tip top to the from the bottom to the top with joy, peace, and happiness. And you will feel like you have become 1,000 times more energetic, 1,000 times more youthful, 1,000 times more full of happiness and joy. And all of this will just continue to pour and pour and pour, and it'll continue to wash across you, and it'll continue to cause your joy to be overflowing. It'll continue to magnify your joy and happiness. Every joy will be magnified, every energy will be magnified, every good thing will be magnified, and all the fruits of that tree will just grow and grow and grow and grow, and everything that you have ever dreamed about will be received through this great joy and this great energy, which is right now being stretched out before you. And all you have to do is lift up your cup and receive it. Lift up the cup of reception to receive, to be aware, to make yourself aware of how powerful all this is, and how joyful this all is, and how large all of this is, and how high it reaches, and how much is contained within. Everything is contained therein, in the omnipresence, omnipotence of God, all spiritual blessings, all blessings of life, all the energies of life, all the inspirations of life, all of the visions of life, all of the dreams of life, and all of the wondrous magnificence and understandings of life. All the wisdom of life and everything is stretched out before you now in this one mighty sky high pie, and I call the sky high pie because it has all of the ingredients that you need for all of your dreams to be made true, to come true, and for all of your the illnesses to be healed, all the ingredients to heal you, all the ingredients to give joy, all the ingredients to give power, all the ingredients to cause you to feel solid and sustained and full of all good things. Everything is there, all there, and all served to you on a silver platter from the omnipotence and omnipresence of God. And we need to understand just how much is there as we begin to raise our consciousness to see how much is there. Then that will cause our awareness to begin to understand how to take all that in. As we understand it's there, then we'll be able to grow to take it in. Oh, yes, whatever you can conceive and believe you can receive. Whatever you're ready for is ready for you. Oh, whatever you can accept is ready to accept you. Yes, it's a mighty concept, a mighty principle, a mighty reality that God is ready to pour out before you all good things and everything that you can possibly conceive or perceive or understand is all right there ready to be poured out like a mighty stream of water, like a mighty immortal water, rivers of living water flowing through you and all the tributaries flowing out of you, flowing out into everyone else. Every joy that could ever be, every joy that you could ever think of, every joy that could ever be imagined, every healing power that you could ever think of, everything that needs to be healed, every addiction that needs to be broken is all right there, and this power is right there to break those addictions. That this power is mighty and mighty, far beyond your imagination, to heal all diseases and to raise you above all things that are holding you back, to raise all scars, to relieve all anxiety, to overcome all depression, to overcome all obsessions with the things that are not God, and to overcome all sense of oppression, to overcome all sense of victimhood, to overcome all sense of being left out of something, but to overcome every worry and anxiety that you have, and promises all of the beautiful things that you've ever dreamed of, and everything magnificent, and everything that is marvelous and mighty and manifold is all right there within this promise that we can receive all of these infinite blessings when we lift our consciousness and our awareness. We lift it up to God and ask for His blessings to be poured out upon us. Ask for Him to pour out His blessings in a mighty way. Ask Him to anoint you in a mighty way with the oil of joy and gladness. Ask Him to pour out His joy. Ask Him to pour out His love. Ask Him to pour out His power. Ask Him to pour out healing upon you, and receive it with receive it just like as if you understand now that God is omnipotent and omnipresent and can do all things, and you understand and going to raise your awareness to how great that is, and enlarge your vision of how powerful God is, and then ask for the healing power to be poured out and the joy to be poured out commensurate with that increased consciousness and awareness. And when we understand how great that mountain is that is stretched out before us, and how many, many gifts, and how many talents, how many wonderful, magnificent things, how much energy, how much power, how much creative ability, how much of every good thing and everything we desire, how much of every joy and every happiness and every dream is all stacked up there on that great mountain before you, ready for you to receive, ready for you to climb to the top and understand it all and see it all. And then you'll know when you do all of that, that it is all there for you. And then you can truly pray with the understanding and the wisdom that is going to start pouring forth in your life. It is a powerful thing. It's a powerful thing what God has offered us just for praying and receiving, just for raising our awareness to see what all is contained in His power and His might, and just for raising our awe and our beholding to behold and lift up in our mind, to lift up our eyes into the hills from whence cometh our help, just for lifting up our eyes, just for lifting up our awareness and viewing it with awe, beholding it with the very power that comes from that awesome nature that we have when we have an awe of something beautiful and magnificent and fascinating, and exercising that awe, exercising that beholding and becoming, exercise being fascinated, exercise being lifted up, exercise being exalted over the mighty power of God and everything that He is and everything He can do. And then you'll be able to receive all of the joys that He has for you, all the anointing He has for you, all the healing power that He can pour out upon you, all of the anointing to heal other people that He can give you, all of the mighty power to do all the things that to affect this world and make this world a better place, to affect this nation and make it a better place. All of those things are available for you and will pour out upon you once you raise your awareness to see how mighty God is. And so it is a great and a wonderful thing to be able to raise ourselves to understand who God is. And God is always there waiting for you to turn your eyes upward to Him and see who He is and understand who He is and understand what He has for you and understand He has all the joy in the world, understand He has all the gifts in the world, understand He has all the wisdom in the world, and understand that it all can be poured out upon you at any time when you get in the right frame of mind and the right spirit of gratitude and the right understanding of what you need to do in lifting up your awareness and the right frame of mind of being able to behold all of His goodness, behold Him in the power of His might, behold Him in the power that He has, behold the amount of power He has, behold the amount of the great all presence of God, behold all the wisdom of God and everything that He has that He can pour out upon you at any time. So let us do that now. Let us begin. Let us raise our hands and begin to view all of that mightiness of God, all that power of God, all that joy of God. And now in the name of the Holy Son Jesus, just pour out all that power upon everyone listening. Pour it out upon them. Heal them of all of their illnesses, everything from heart disease to diabetes, to Parkinson's, oh dear God, to any lupus or any cancerous cell tissue. Heal them of everything now in the name of the Holy Son Jesus. Lift them out of all addictions now. Addictions to any drug. Anybody that's addicted to cocaine or heroin or crack or fentanyl or any other drug, that you would instantaneously release those chains of addiction from them and lift them up to that high mountain of joy where they can see all those gifts you have for them and let them begin to ride upon that mountain of joy and happiness, a greater mountain than they've ever understood was there before, that they will see it all. They'll see the sparkling nature of it. They'll see the magnificent nature of it. They'll see the wondrous in it all, and they'll behold the mighty power of God that gives it, and they'll lift their eyes and their hands up to God and receive all that marvelous power for themselves now, and have all of that joy and happiness, joy like they've never felt before, but joy that will pour across them in a mighty way, just like a mighty Niagara, and flow through them like a mighty river, and flow out to other people in mighty tributaries. Go out with the power and energy and creative ability of all power that they can imagine. In the name of the Holy Son Jesus, I pray you'd lift them up in happiness and joy now and heal every disease. Pray in the name of